Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on with the Brett Favre Mississippi welfare fraud scam. And he has come out today with a brand new defense rooted in plausible deniability, basically saying, like Shaggy in his song, "It wasn't me," and it's just as laughable as Shaggy's song because no one believes you. There is text messages and receipts that are miles long. So let's get into it. The Mississippi Free Press has printed out an explanation as to what Brett Favre is talking about. And a week after hiring an ex-Trump White House attorney, the retired NFL former disgrace star is telling Fox News now that he did not know that the 1.1 million that he received from the Mississippi nonprofit and the other millions that he used to help his alma mater obtain to build a volleyball stadium for his daughter's team, he didn't know that they were in fact welfare funds. He says that he has been unjustly smeared in the media and that he's done nothing wrong and that it's past time to set the record straight. So I'll read this quote that he has stated to Fox News that I posted up for you guys. It says, "No one ever told me, and I did not know that funds designated for welfare recipients were going to the university or me. I tried to help my alma mater, USM, University of Mississippi, a public Mississippi State University, raise funds for a wellness center. My goal was and always will be to improve the athletic facilities at my university. I was told that the legal work to ensure that these funds could be accepted by the university was done by state attorneys and state employees." As if state employees in Mississippi have done so well or so right by their constituents. Now, we know that Mississippi has had a long historical past in regards to harming its citizens, and we'll get into that in a second. Between 2016 and 2019, Mississippi officials and nonprofit operators misspent more than $77 million, the prosecutors say. This includes the 1.1 million in temporary assistance for needy family funds that the Mississippi Department of Human Services Director John Davis funneled through the nonprofit Mississippi Community Education Center and paid to Favre, officially in exchange for recording promotional materials and attending several events. So the Mississippi State Auditor, Shad White, told Fox News that Brett Favre might not have known that the money was specifically for TANF welfare funds, but he did know that it was government money and that it came from the Mississippi Department of Health and Human Services. And again, that agency is the agency responsible for handling programs that were geared toward helping the poor. Now, this is what the state auditor said. And Brett Favre has not been yet charged criminally in this case for stealing $5 million. He is, however, named in a civil suit in which the Mississippi Department of Human Services is attempting to claw back $24 million of illegally spent TANF funds from 38 individuals or entities. Now, this civil suit is separate from the criminal cases and does not include the efforts to retrieve $5 million from the TANF funds used to construct the volleyball stadium at the University of Southern Mississippi. So right here, I have the text messages sent from Brett Favre's phone, basically leaving a trail of evidence, like little nuggets in the forest, where he lets them know, where he's worried about these this money being public knowledge. So on August 3rd, 2017, he says, Brett Favre says, if you were to pay me, is there any way the media can find out where it came from and how much? To which Nancy New, who was running the nonprofit, who was illegally funneling the funds, she says, no, we have never had that information publicized. I understand you being uneasy about that, though. Let's see what happens on Monday with the conversation with some of the folks at Southern Mississippi University. They're referring to that. Maybe it will click with them, hopefully. He replies, okay, thanks. And then Nancy says, wow, just got off the phone with Phil Bryant, exclamation point. He is on board with us, exclamation point. We will get this done, exclamation point. And the laughter that you guys hear is, my mind is blown at the audacity of stealing from the poorest of the poor. Mississippi is one of the poorest states in our nation. They have been suffering from a water drought for clean water for months. And for Brett Favre, a multimillionaire, to steal food and clothes and money out of the mouths of babies in Mississippi is beyond reprehensible to me. So now Fox News and other people in Brett Favre's corner are trying to say that he didn't know, he entered into a private agreement. Like most celebrities, he didn't want the source of his income to be made public. That's why he asked if the public would find out, et cetera, blah, blah, blah. What we do know is that Nancy New, Davis, and other officials, 6 of them, as a matter of fact, were arrested in the welfare fraud case. And the state auditor went after Brett Favre for this money. And he returned $500,000 of it after it became public knowledge in May of 2020. And then he vowed that at the time later, 17 months later, he returned another $600,000, but not only until the state auditor went after him for that. And his radio show has been put on hiatus as the welfare fraud lawsuit continues to unfold. And like I said, he hasn't been criminally charged yet. The people around him have, though, similar to Trump, right? Like he committed fraud. He has not received any kind of criminal charges filed yet, but he has been sued in civil court. So we'll see how this all plays out. I will keep you guys posted. But again, this man is a multimillionaire, and Shannon Sharpe and others have spoke out saying that it is beyond reprehensible and disgusting to take from the poorest of the poor, the lowest in the economic stature. You are a multimillionaire. He could have easily taken this $5 million, built the stadium, and used it as a tax write-off or some kind of fundraising ploy where he could sell tickets to a speech or something. Like he could have used his celebrity and his name and his stature down there as a football player and easily raised $5 million in the community, or like I said, just donated it, slap his name on a building and used it as a tax write-off. Either way, but stealing from welfare recipients, people do shady business practices all the time. And what I've come to learn is that everything that people do, good and bad, and no one's perfect, but it all catches up with you. Like there is a law of reaping and sowing. I really believe that. Some people call it karma. Whatever you put out, good and bad, everything good you put out comes back. I believe everything bad that you put out there, eventually it all comes back. And he's old enough to hopefully get somewhere, sit down and do some self inspection, some real introspective work. And because to me, that's that's hitting on a sociopathic level, stealing food out of the mouths of poor children, babies, when your net worth is over $100 million. That's like a nickel in the bank to you, but you'd rather steal it from people who have nothing. So with that being said, I don't want to hold you guys too long, but I hope that you are doing well, that you are surrounded by peace, that you're treating people in your lives, good, the way that you would want them to treat you. Hug and kiss your loved ones. Take care, you guys, and I will catch you on the flip side. Be easy. Bye.